For today's class, grab yourself an exercise band. Start with the exercise band down on the floor. You can do it on your mat, but I'd recommend with this one to just step off the mat. Make little fists around the band, and then let's lift up tall through our chest. Draw the collarbones open, and then let's take a deep breath in and out together here. And just while you continue with your breath, feel into all of your toes. So make sure that they're all on the band, and I want you to press all of your toes down into the floor there. Breathe in, prepare. This time breathe out, bicep curl, and pull all of your toes up. Breathe in, release your arms and press all of your toes down. Breathe out, bicep curl, lift your toes. Breathe in, release your arms down. 4 more. Breathe out, pick up the toes. And let's press the toes down. Now keep moving through. We've got 2 more of these to go after this one. I want you to focus on your toes for these last 2 repetitions. Feel them space out, and then can we activate them to press them back down? 1 more time. And let's release it there. Now keep the chest lifted, bend both of your knees and take your knees forward over your toes. You might want to look down on this first one and just check your alignment. Your knees, let's have them like train tracks in line with our ankles, and then press the body all the way back up. Keep lifting tall through your chest, take the knees forward over your toes, and let's press our body back up. Breathe in lower for 4. And lift. So the idea here is we're stretching out the feet, our calf muscles, and then strengthening through our knees. Let's go for 1 more. And let's lift, coming all the way up. Now balance into your right foot and take just your left foot out of the band. Spread out all of your toes. And you don't want your foot too far away from you with this one. Lift tall through your body. The front knee, can we bend it just like you practiced, back over your toes, and press yourself back up. Breathe in, lower, and press yourself back up. So looking for here to keep the back heel lifted. Our back knee bends as we bend through the front one. And we're maintaining the lift as tall as we can through our posture. 1 more time. And then if we can take our weight forward now into the right foot or the front foot and pick up your back leg, holding that balanced position, just make sure here that your hips are both square to the floor. And let's circle our back ankle for 5. Circle for 4 and 3, circle 2, and last one, hold the balance position. Keep breathing as you're holding. Lengthen through the crown of the head, reach your legs straight, point your toes. And let's release our back leg, place it back onto the band. And we're spacing out all of our toes again there. Lift up tall through your posture. Inhale, bend your knees forward, take them over your feet. Exhale, press yourself up. Inhale, bend. And exhale as you lengthen. We've got 4 more. From time to time, just check down, make sure your knees are tracking in line with your toes and that they're not dropping in towards each other or doing anything else that is out of alignment. Pressing your body up to hold it. Take the right foot out this time, step it back, space out all of your right toes, and let's continue. We're inhaling to bend, exhale to press. Both of the legs are working together, but we've got most of our body weight in that front standing leg here. 3 to go. Inhale, Exhale. Keep broad in your collarbones. And we're lifting up through our chest. Making this next one your last one. Press up to hold up. Balance into that front leg, picking up your back leg. Quick check, square off your hips by dropping the right hip a little lower. Circle your ankle for 5. Circle for 4 and 3. Last 2 and last circle. Bring the right leg forward, place it back into the band. You're almost there with the band. Inhale, lengthen tall. Exhale, drop your chin and roll your spine forward. Keep going all the way down to the mat until you feel a stretch in your body. Breath in. Breath out. Gently engage your waist. Let's restack our spine, coming all the way up. Lengthen our body. Inhale. Exhale, drop the chin. Roll the body down. Inhale at the bottom here. Press into all of your toes and roll the spine, coming all the way back up. Let's go for one more. Breath in and breath out. Nod the chin, curve your body. Relax the shoulders heavy here at the bottom. And let's roll the body, coming all the way up to release. Let's take our feet out of our band. Pop it to the side. We might use that a little bit later on. And if we come to the top end of our mat here, setting our feet to a parallel position. Inhale, both of your arms up to the sky, lengthen your body. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, raise. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, raise this time. We hold. And then can we dive our body forward, coming all the way down to the mat. Space out all of your fingers, bend your knees as much as you need, and let the head go heavy. Move your head from side to side, as if you're saying to somebody no. And then allow your head to dangle, stepping your hands forward, coming down into your all four position. Space out your fingers. Your shoulders are over the tops of your wrists. And we've got our toes tucked under at the back there. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, looking forward. Untuck your toes. Exhale, curve the spine. Inhale, tuck your toes. Reach your sit bones away as you lift. Breath in. And then can we untuck, press down, curve your body. Tuck your toes, reach the sit bones away and lengthen the chest forward. Pausing just for a moment, untucking your toes, curving the tailbone down as we round our spine. One more step through, tuck your toes, lengthen. Untuck your toes and let's hold when we get to our curved spine position. Now if you can think of your happy puppy exercise here, moving your left hip to your left shoulder and your right hip to your right shoulder. So we're bending our body from side to side with the intention of our shoulder meeting our hip. Our head stays heavy. Last set to go. Coming all the way back to the center, glue the feet together, open your knees and drop your bottom down onto your heels. Let your forehead rest. One last breath here in our rest pose. Start to walk your hands in towards your knees and you just want to get yourself into a comfortable position here. So what I recommend is that you tuck your toes and you're sitting back towards your heels so we can actually stretch out your wrists. So if you turn your palms to face in front of you and tuck your fingers under, and just do this quite slowly and be gentle on your body. Let's turn our palm and tuck your fingers under. And then the more you sit back towards your heels, the more you're going to feel the stretch. So if that gets a little bit too much at any point, you can just ease off by shifting your body weight slightly forward. Try to have all of your fingers spaced out. And you might even do what I'm doing, and that's moving forward and backwards. So I'm increasing the stretch and then I'm easing off the stretch a little bit there. If you are moving, let's hold this last one. And then come all the way up onto your two knees and let's gently roll out the wrists. Grab your TheraBand and let's have our knees so that they are hip distance apart. We're still in a kneeling position and our toes are untucked. With your band, if you can set it so that it is about shoulder distance apart here, and lightly press out on your band. Inhale, raise your arms, keeping that connection on the band, and then exhale as you release the arms down. Inhale, keep the tension or the connection on the band, and release it down. Now when we're raising with this one, just make sure here that your rib cage isn't pushing forward. Let's be relaxed and heavy through the chest so that we're trying to focus on only the shoulders and the arms moving. Last two, inhale up, exhale down. This last one, can we hold it when we get to the top there? And add in small pulls outwards. Pull for 8 and 7, 6. Just check in with your ribs for 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and this is our last one. And releasing your arms, coming all the way down. Now flip your palms over so that the band is now resting on top of your hands. Your elbows are in by your waist, but try not to squeeze them in towards your body there. Let's breathe in together and breathe out as you pull the band. So you're just widening the arms there, but what you're looking for is that you keep your upper back quite open rather than squeezing your shoulder blades to your spine. So let's open the arms, create space or keep that space. We've got 4 and pull for 3. Last 2. And this is our final one. And release it there. You can pop your band back down. Sit yourself over onto your bottom. And for this next one, be close enough to the other end of your mat because you're actually going to pick it up. So pick up the corners. Your feet are both pressing lightly into the mat and we're growing as tall as we can through our spine here. Now we'll inhale and then as we exhale, press the feet forward and round your spine. So you could think here of pulling your belly button gently in towards your spine there. And then let's restack, easing off our legs. Breath in. Press back, breath out, round the spine. Your head can go down here. And let's restack the spine. So I want you to feel here your lower back opening. So let your shoulders go forward so that your upper back also stretches and opens. Breathe out, press into the mat, curve. And release. This is our last one here. And let's release it. Pop the mat back down, float your arms, breathe in. Breath out, travel all the way down to your mat. Take your time. And when we get there, hug both of your knees one at a time into your chest. And just feel the release in your lower part of your back. You might even rock like I'm doing from side to side. Place both of your feet back down onto your mat. Press the hands into the mat beside you. Ready to pelvic curl. We breathe in. Breathe out. Tilt your pelvis to flatten your back and roll the hips up and off your mat. Breath in to hold it. Breath out. Melt the ribs and let's release your body down. Inhale, reset. Exhale, roll your hips, coming all the way back up. Breath in, pause. And breath out, release it down. So as you're moving through your pelvic curl, see if you can keep your rib cage relaxed and heavy and drive the pelvic curl up from the creases of your bottom there. Last two. Breath out, lift your heels. Now keep your heels lifted, lift the hips a little higher, and then as you lower your heels, maintain the hip height. Breath out, raise your heels, maintain your hip height as you lower. We've got 3 more. And 2. Last 1. Now lower your heels, lift all of your toes and roll your spine all the way down. Press your toes down into the mat, lift your heels and roll your spine up. Hold, rest the heels, lift your toes and guide yourself down. Press the toes back down, lift your heels, breathe out, peel the spine up. 1 more time, lower your heels, lift your toes, release yourself down, and then relax your body. Now grab hold of your TheraBand and you're going to place that around the arch of your right foot. Send your leg up to the sky, and if you can hold some level of tension there on the band, making sure that all of your toes are in the band. Now, we're going to point our foot into the band as we lower the leg and flex the foot, bringing it back up. Point to lower, flex as you're coming back up. Now, keep that motion of your leg going, and I'd love for you to just check in that your pelvis is still quite anchored and heavy and that our backs aren't squishing down into the mat there. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. Let's hold the stretch here. Lightly draw down on your toes until you're feeling a stretch down the back of your right thigh. You might like to close your eyes. Soften both of your shoulders and let's relax any tension that we might have in our jaw. And let's release, swapping your feet over. Place the right foot back down, reset your band, and let's anchor through both of our hips, or both sides of our hips. Now point the toes, lower your leg down, flex your foot as you lift it up. Point as we lower, flex as you lift it up. Again, just become aware that when your leg is coming up, you're not squishing your back to get more range. I'd rather you had less range, but kept the stability there in your spine. So let's keep the spine still as we move our leg. And we have 2 more there. Last 1. Let's hold this last 1. Relax your arms. And let's be anchored through the back of our left hip. Reconnecting there to your breathing. Just a few more seconds. And let's release. Take the band off of your foot. And if you can raise the band to the sky, our hands are shoulder distance apart. We're inhaling here, exhaling to float the right leg followed by the left leg to tabletop. Now, if for whatever reason your lower back feels a little sore, you can press the lower back gently down into the mat, which brings you into an imprint here. Now, with your right foot, inhale, toe tap, and exhale, lift. Left foot, inhale, toe tap, and then lift. Pause the legs, inhale your arms back, and raise. One more with the arms, inhale back, and raise. Right leg, toe tap, lift, left leg, and lift. Two with the arms, inhale back, exhale, raise. Keep that tension on the band, inhale back, and raise. Right leg, toe tap, lift, left leg, lift. Two with the arms, inhale back, exhale, raise. Last one. When your arms come back to the top, pause there just for a moment. Straighten the right leg as you take your arms back and then raise. Other side, left leg and raise. Let's change for 4. Engage your midsection. Keep the tension on the band. One more each set. Last one to the left. Coming back to the top, holding. Now relax the shoulders down into the sockets. Keep your rib cage heavy on the floor and twist your lower waist until the right hip starts to lift. Come back to the center and then take your knees to the right side until your left hip starts to lift, and back to the center. So when we're moving from side to side here, we're looking at keeping our back of our ribs on both sides equally down, and it makes it a lot more challenging with the arms up because we can't use them to support us. So let's use our waist, inhaling, twisting, exhaling to center. Last set, and center. Last one. Back to the center. Hug your knees, roll yourself up to seated. And when you get there, if you can separate your feet about hip distance and pop the band around your feet. Stretch your spine forward. Breathe in there, and then as you're breathing out, if you can tilt your pelvis back and under, press forward into the band with your 2 feet, keeping your legs apart and releasing your spine all the way down. Let your head go heavy. Inhale, lift your head, and then use the support of the band so you can roll your spine up slowly, as if you're trying to get each piece off individually. So let's reverse that, getting the lower back as close as we can down to the mat before we start to release the upper and then our head. Inhale, lift our head, and can we roll ourselves up and over our belly button? One more time, inhale as we go back. Allow your head to go heavy. Lift your head, exhale, roll your body. Come all the way back up, finish folding forward, and then let's restack our spine, sitting as tall as we can. Walk your hands forward down the band, so the more forward, the more resistance. Turn your palms to the sky and breathe out to pull the elbows by your side there. Inhale, release the arms, and exhale as we pull the arms. So what we're looking for here is a lengthened spine. If this feels challenging, what you can do is bend your knees, and that will assist you with keeping that lift. That's the focus, or the priority, is the positioning of our spine through this exercise. Breathe out, pull. Breathe in, release. Engage gently through your midsection. Imagine the top of the head touching the sky. And let's keep that deliberate movement of the hands. So the palms turn to pull, then they release. They turn to pull. Last 2. And final one there. And let's release, taking the band all the way off. Now, if we can separate our feet so that they're about mat distance, and let's bend our knees there quite generously. The arms go forward, breath in, and then breath out, lift your spine up tall and curve yourself over the top of your belly button. Breath in as we hold. Breath out, engage gently through your midsection, and let's re-lift the spine. Breath in, and then we reach forward. Think of spreading the shoulder blades across your back, reaching out through all of your fingertips, and then let's restack our spine. Last time we curve forward, but this time to stay there. And then if we can lower both of our hands just to rest onto the feet, and I want you to see if you can lift your chest, almost like you're trying to get a straight spine, but on the angle there. And then let your chest sink back down. Try that one more time. So you're lifting your chest and letting your body then sink back down. Now let's lift the chest and hold it lifted here. Turn the palms to face inwards and keep your hands about feet distance apart. Breathe out, lift the right arm up. Try and line it with your ear. And then release that arm down. Other side, breathe out, lift. Breathe in, lower. Lift the right arm and glide your shoulder blade down your back and release. Lift the left arm, glide the shoulder blade down your back. One more to each side. Final one to the left. And then let's do both arms at the same time. For 3, lift. Keep reaching the chest forward. For 2, lift. And last one. Release the arms down, and then can we roll and restack the spine. Sweep your feet to the outside so we can swap over onto our tummy here. And if we can rest our arms along by the side with the right ear down on the mat. Let both of your shoulders go soft so that it feels like your chest is quite rounded. Now press the tops of your feet into the mat. Let's inhale. Exhale, lift your shoulders, lift your chest, coming up into a hover, looking down at the mat. Turn your head the opposite way and let's lower the posture all the way back down and let your shoulders soften again. Breath in, prepare. Breath out, lift your shoulders, lift your chest, and let's hold it. Turn the head the opposite way and lay the body back down. Last time, lift your shoulders, float your chest, hold your position there. Now, if you can keep the spine in a lengthened position, let just the shoulders drop and then squeeze the shoulder blades. So lower the shoulders and lift the shoulders. And 4, for 3, lift. And 2, lift. Last one, lift to hold it there. Bend both of your elbows, press your hands down, and then lower your forehead down onto the mat. Hug both of your elbows in towards your body. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, reach your nose forward. Squeeze the elbows into your body and lift halfway. Melt the spine, coming all the way back down. Breath in, reach your nose, then reach your chest. So create space, and then let's keep that space and length as we're lifting and guide the body all the way down. One more time. And lift. And then moving your hands slightly further back, guide yourself up. Drop your bottom down onto your heels and let's reach back towards our feet. Relax your body. Lifting up through your chest, find your all four position here. Separate both of your knees, hands over the, shoulders over the hands, and let's press away from the mat. Now, as we breathe out, lower your chest, squeezing the shoulder blades towards the spine. Inhale, push away, and let's create space through the upper back. Breathe out, squeeze the blades to the spine, and then press away. So what you want to be mindful of here is that your arms are staying straight. There'll be a tendency to want to bend the elbows to get more range, but this one's actually quite a small movement. Inhaling to lower, exhale to press. Last two. And last one, and we'll hold the press away. So feeling our shoulder blades spaced. Now see if you can keep that strong position where you feel open through your back. Bend your elbows in towards your body, start to lower, but let's not lose that space across the upper back and press ourselves back up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press it all the way back up. So you might find that you can't go as low as normal with your tricep presses, but that's okay because our focus here is keeping that space. So we're challenging our shoulders in a different way. 4 to go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. For 3. And press. Last 2. Keep that space. Try not to let the head drop. Last 1. And press. Walk the hands slightly more forward. Tuck your toes and taking it into a pike position there. Bend both of your knees. Stretch your hips back so you feel length in your shoulders. Breathe in, lower your heels. Breathe out, raise to your toes, straighten your legs. Lower your heels, bend your knees. Press away, lengthen your legs. 2 more. Last one. Finished with your legs lengthened. Repress the heels towards your mat. Start to walk your hands towards your feet and let's relax our head down. Breath in, breath out. Slowly roll the body, coming all the way up to finish your class.